Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to do a quick update video with you guys, answer some questions, clear the air, and kind of just talk about what's going on. I've seen a lot of comments and stuff that has been posted on some of the videos that I've posted in the live broadcast that I've done a couple of times. Also, I've had other of my subscribers send me screenshots of messages and comments that have been left over on Randy's page. And so I wanted to kind of clear the air today and talk about a lot of these misconceptions and these farces, if you will, that people are putting out there. So let's get into the video. So good morning, guys. This is June the 4th, 2025 at 10 a.m. And the reason I'm doing these time and date stamped videos from this point on is because I want you guys to be able to decipher exactly when this was said and what was said, and that way you guys can refer back if you guys ever have any other questions or comments or concerns about anything that I post, say, or do. So I've been seeing a lot of comments in reference to the trademark that I have registered. A lot of you guys have found out and know, obviously by the name of the channel now, that I have trademarked the name Auto Auction Rebuilds. And so I kind of wanted to go into that with you guys because there's a lot of comments. And let me just kind of read you a few of the comments, if you will. Because I feel like a lot of you guys are really unaware of how a trademark works. And so I wanted to read you these comments, and then I have from the USPTO, which is the United States Patent and Trademark Office. I have their website pulled up, and I'm actually going to read to you exactly what me having the trademark for Auto Auction Rebuilds and the website means. So some of the comments that I have seen, one of them is from @Evan-R7T. Now, he had tried to comment on my channel the other day when I was doing a live, and one of my administrators, TK, actually booted him, which I'm glad because I was getting fed up with some of the things. So he is saying on here, he says, I guess it's kind of funny how this guy thinks that he has a trademark to a name when literally anyone can make a YouTube channel with the same exact name. They can, but when I read you the trademark rules and patent, you'll understand why he's going to have to change his name now. Somebody else says, what are you going to, what does it say here? It says, Randy, what are you going to do about that guy impersonating you? First and foremost, I'm not impersonating him. Nobody wants to be him. I don't even think Randy wants to be Randy. So I'm not impersonating him. I have been very clear from the very beginning who I am, what I do, and why I have done this. So I'm not impersonating him at all. I actually legally own the name Auto Auction Rebuilds. That's another misconception that I continue to see is people saying that I am claiming that I own Randy and all of his possessions and things like that. I've never, not once, said that. If any of you guys go back and watch any of the videos that I have put out thus far, you will see that I have never, not once, said that I own Randy or any of his belongings. I don't own his belongings. I don't own him. What I own is the name of his channel. And what I own is the name that he is promoting himself as, which is now, because I legally own the trademark as of June 1st. And I want to mention to you guys about this too. A trademark isn't something easy to get. And it's not something that you can get like that. It takes quite a while. I've been working on this for over a year. It is something that takes a lot of time. Doesn't take a lot of money. It cost me a little less than $300 to do it, which I don't understand with Randy making, you know, in excess of $30-something thousand a month off of his YouTube channel, why he never went and did it, especially since this is his brand. This is how he was making his money. Unfortunately, he did a lot of really shady shit and pissed off a lot of the wrong people, including myself, and we beat him to the punch, and now I've trademarked the name, which we'll get more into that when I read this thing from the Trademark Commission. Somebody else says, Madman1124 says, sounds to me like it's a pissing contest because he got pissed off over his old channel and trademarked the name and the site and the logo. At the JVC guy, he says, the dude owns a domain name with an empty website and suddenly thinks he owns this big established channel. Haha, genuinely hilarious. I did never say that. You're just putting words into my mouth. You guys are, a lot of you guys that are friends or fans of Randy, which I can tell you, you guys are far few and in between, because I've gained over 100 new subscribers in the last 24 hours. Every time I refresh, there's new subscribers, and I'm getting comments more than I can even keep up with. My partner's having to help me with keeping up with the comments, but most everybody has negative things to say about Randy. There's not very many of you guys that actually like him. But for JVC guy, I never claimed that I own his channel. I own his name. That's it. Just the name. I don't own the channel. And let me tell you a little bit more in depth about that. And this is something you guys can research on your own. I'm not going to do all the legwork for you guys. If I wanted to be extremely petty and I wanted to be extremely ridiculous, I could go after him now for trademark infringement. I could claim all of the revenue that he has made on his channel by using the name that I now own the trademark for. And that is legal. I could do that. Anything from the day that the trademark was officially registered as mine, which was June 1st, so the last 4 days, I could claim all of that revenue. And YouTube would have to release it to me. They would have to. And that isn't something that I've made up. That isn't something that I've thought up in my head. That is something that my own attorney has told me, okay? The other thing that I want you guys to be aware of is everything that I do and that I come on here and talk to you guys about, I have to clear with my attorney at this point, because this has turned into a pissing match, theoretically. I'm not trying to gain access to his YouTube channel. I don't want his YouTube channel. And quite frankly, I didn't really want the name. If he reached out to me and wanted to buy his trademark from me, obviously I'm not going to sell it to him for $300, but I would sell him his trademark, his websites, and everything as a whole package. And I would also make him sign a waiver that states that he would leave me the fuck alone from here on out. Because whether you guys know this or not, he has been targeting my channel since 2022. Ever since I sued Copart, this man has been after me. He has had an issue with me. I don't know if it's because of my sexuality. I'm not one of those, that like to throw race or sex or whatever that as the get out of jail free card. Oh, he doesn't like me because I'm gay. Oh, he doesn't like me because I'm black. It doesn't have anything to do with race or gender or ethnicity or anything like that. I don't know why he has this hard on for fucking with me, but he has. And that is a proven fact. If I released all of the files to you guys that I have of different things that he has reported and shit that he's done to me over the years, you guys would be shocked. Randy is not this wholesome, great family man that you guys think he is. He has beat the shit out of his ex-wife and knocked her front teeth out. He's had restraining orders placed on him. He has, not paid child support. He's cheated on his wife, which is why they're divorced. He was extremely violent to her. The list goes on and on. There's a lot of shit that has happened. And this is all stuff that my attorney has uncovered. Like, we've got the documents and the police reports and the restraining orders, and I've got the PDFs of all of it. So he's not this family wholesome man that all of you guys think he is. He is a bully. He is got anger issues, and quite frankly, he's unhinged. So going back to more of the comments, Evan-R7T writes, exactly, he's just another wannabe who cares enough to start something over Randy making homophobic comments and being racist and stuff. FFS, whatever the hell FFS means. Evan then says, the best part is he doesn't even make auto content. So let me address that. A lot of you guys might be new to my channel. I don't know. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I was actually one of the people that went out to all of the IAA yards, and I did with Copart for a while until I sued them over petty bullshit. But I was with IAA for many years. I did automotive content with IAA. I traveled the country with IAA. I lived in Hawaii for the longest time. I filmed at their yard there in Hawaii. And when I would get bored or they wanted me to travel somewhere else and film for them, I would travel somewhere else. I have filmed in Honolulu. I've filmed in Seattle, Tacoma, Sacramento, Los Angeles, San Diego, Phoenix, Tucson, Las Vegas many times. I actually had an issue at the Las Vegas yard that kind of blew up onto social media, and IAA actually got involved and fired the employee because of it. I filmed in Dallas. I filmed here in Chicago. I filmed all over the place. And I had a huge, I wouldn't say huge, it wasn't 561,000 subscribers like what Randy, 516,000 subscribers like what Randy has, or, you know, almost 200,000 subscribers like TK has. But, you know, I started, number one, I started from the bottom, worked my way up. I had absolutely no training in doing anything to do with social media. I'm an 80s baby, you know, late 70s, early 80s baby. And so this was all new to me. I taught myself how to do this. I didn't have schooling for it. I didn't, you know, I never pictured myself being on social media. And I'm an extremely private person, which was something that I had to overcome because, you know, being a private person and then being on social media is two things that just doesn't mix together well. But with that being said, you know, my platform, I started it in the end of 2020, and between the end of 2020 and the time that Randy got my channel demonetized and I finally ultimately just said fuck it and I closed the channel down, I had a little over 13,000 subscribers, and they were all genuine subscribers, all people that watched me on a weekly basis and followed me and was constantly commenting and messaging me and stuff like that. And I was doing pretty well. I wasn't making $30,000 a month, but I was making anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a month on top of the other stuff that I was doing. So I was very comfortable. So yeah, I did the automotive content. I did it for quite a while, and I would love to continue to do the automotive content. The only issue is I have people like Randy Shear who likes to report people's content that he feels threatened by. And that's the only thing that I can justify it with, because why else would you report somebody's content if you didn't feel some kind of threat by them? So anyway, let's read this trademark stuff for you guys. Now this is directly off of the United States Patent and Trademark Office. It's called USPTO. It says a trademark for a name means that a specific name, phrase, symbol, or design is legally protected to identify and distinguish a particular product or service from others. The protection is granted by the USPTO according to the USPTO. It gives the trademark owner exclusive rights to use the name in connection with their goods or services, preventing others from using it or anything confusingly similar. Now, here is the thing. Exclusive rights. A trademark owner has the sole right to use the trademark in connection with the goods or services that they have identified. Legal protection. The trademark registration provides legal protection against others who might try to use the same or similar name in a way that can confuse consumers. Brand identity. A trademark is a critical part of a brand's identity, helping consumers recognize and differentiate, I can never say that word, the product or services from competitors. Type of trademarks. Trademarks can be words, names, symbols, designs, phrases, taglines, or even sounds, colors, or shapes, according to the USPTO. Registered versus unregistered. A trademark can either be registered with the USPTO or unregistered. According to the USPTO, registered trademarks provide stronger legal protection, and I have a registered trademark. So what that means is the name Auto Auction Rebuilds is a registered trademark through the USPTO, owned by myself. What that means is Randy can no longer legally use the name Auto Auction Rebuilds. If he does, he can be sanctioned for fines and things like that. So with that being said, the name at some point, I don't know how long it's going to take YouTube to do what they need to do. I did send everything over to them. Was it yesterday or day before? I don't even know what date. Today's Wednesday. I sent it over to them on Monday. So from my understanding, it's a thorough review from YouTube. It's not something that's going to be overnight. I know a lot of you guys keep messaging me and asking me why his channel is still up or why he still has that name. It's nothing that's going to happen just like that. Just like in the wheels of justice, everything moves extremely slow. So at this point, we're just waiting on YouTube's legal team to do what they need to do. I have also sent over all of the documents to, so I've sent them to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, now known as X. I've also sent it over to Rumble. So at this point, it's just a waiting game. We have to wait for all of these different companies to process these trademarks and stuff like that. Now, I did submit every one of them as a trademark infringement, but in full transparency, I did not request any kind of compensation or anything like that at this time. Now, with that being said, if he continues to use the name, now that I'm putting out this video, and he already knows, I'll be honest with you, he already knows. I had one person reach out to me yesterday who is very close to him, that films with him, that eats with him and hangs out with him, and told me that he is absolutely livid. He's pissed. He doesn't know what to do. He's been contacting attorneys and making phone calls and trying to figure out what to do. And they've all pretty much told him if I've got the trademark, he's fucked. There's nothing he can do. And that's pretty much the truth. I mean, there is nothing at this point that he can do because I have the registered trademark for Auto Auction Rebuilds. Now, here's the thing. Again, I want to just reiterate this to you guys. I am not claiming that I own his channel. I don't own his channel. I own the name of his channel. I do not own any of his possessions or any of the content that is on his channel. I merely own the name Auto Auction Rebuilds. Now, let's talk about real quickly, and then we're going to wrap this video up. Let's talk real quickly about the domains, because I know that the domains have been brought up many different times in conversation, and so I just wanted to kind of touch on those real quickly. The blank websites, which is AAR Auto Sales and AAR Auto Sales LLC.com. Both of those are intentionally left blank. I do own the domains, and right now I just have them on a landing page. One of them says, for AAR Auto Sales LLC, it says another shady car dealership in Byers, Oklahoma. AARautosales.com says the domain is for sale for $5,000, contact me. Here is the reason that I bought those two domains. In the event that Randy, well, it's not really in the event, it's when Randy goes to change his name on YouTube to comply with the trademark infringement, he may try to change it to AAR Auto Sales or AAR Auto Sales LLC. He does have the channel Car Addict, which I haven't touched that one. To be completely honest with you guys, I know a lot of y'all have messaged me and told me I needed to trademark that and do something with that one. I haven't done anything with that one, and a couple different reasons. Number one, it's a long process to trademark. This is something I've been working on for over a year. It isn't, I just now started talking about it because it got approved and everything was done. It was kind of poetic justice, if you will, because it got approved during a time where I was having more conflict and issues with Randy. So it was quite funny to me and kind of just justified why I did everything that I did. But I have not trademarked AAR Auto Sales or AAR Auto Sales LLC. So both of those names are names that he can use. Now, with that being said, I do have the YouTube pages, AAR Auto Sales and AAR Auto Sales LLC. I also have Auto Auction Rebuilds Official. And I also own, or don't own, but I have the channel Uberman on YouTube. And I did all of that because of the shit that he's done to me in the past. I wanted to hit him where it hurts, which is his pockets. Money is about the only thing that he understands. And when he's losing channel subscribers or revenue or anything else because of all of this, then it makes him realize what he's doing. So with that being said, I think that's about it. Is there anything else I wanted to touch on? Yeah, see, right now I just got another comment 2 minutes ago while I'm filming this video. At John Grabber 1898. It says, I've been hearing a lot of negative things about him recently. I do know that on his comments, if someone doesn't agree with him, he can become really nasty. It's unfortunate that he is arrogant now, even though he claims he comes from a humble beginning. What is your channel about? So, John, if you're reading or if you're watching this video, I'm sorry that I threw your screen name out there, but anybody can see it because you commented. My channel is going to go back to more than likely being automotive content. We will see. I'm in the works with IAA trying to get something established again to go back out and film. However, I've been kind of met with radio silence. I do know from another source that Randy did badmouth me to IAA and to Copart. So I've got to kind of get in where I fit in, if you will. I've got to try to reconcile whatever it is that was said and clear the air and get back in their good graces. And so I will try to do that. If I don't, it's not a big deal. It is the summer. The area that I live in has a ton of car shows and things like that. So I may just go and film some of these classic cars and these car shows. And I do travel around a little bit. And my partner just, he's looking for a new job. He's trying to find something remote. But if he can't, we may still be able to do like little weekend trips and so forth and so on, and be able to go film more automotive stuff. There's tons of car museums and things like that around me. So that's kind of where my head is, along with a few other things. But that's kind of where it's at right now. So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this video up. If anybody has any additional questions, feel free to drop a comment below and let me know what it is that I can help you with. And just looking on here in the last 7 days, I've gained 79 new subscribers from starting this content. And I want to say this to you guys. You know, I never thought that me starting, and I know a lot of you guys aren't going to believe that, but I never really thought that doing what I'm doing right now would have attracted as many subscribers as it has so quickly, and so many people that's actually genuinely invested and interested in what's going on. There's a few of you guys that, you know, post your nasty comments and things like that, and it is what it is. Unlike Randy, I can take criticism. And, you know, some of them I do block, some of them I let stay there so they can watch what happens, because a lot of them thinks that I'm just another person trying to impersonate him and want to be him and things like that. So I thrive by haters. You know, I've had haters all my life. I'm a gay man, grew up in the South, and had people hating on me since I was in middle school and elementary school. So doesn't bother me in the least. I like proving everybody wrong. So anyway, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.